Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome. This lesson is on chapter 2, section 4, equations with unknown on each side. This is part 2 of the lesson. In this lesson, we're going to cover solving equations with grouping symbols, which is objective number 3. The two previous objectives, we covered them in the previous video. We are required to be able to solve multi-step equations. This is 2.3 section, and we are as well required to be able to solve equations with unknown on each side, which is part 1 of this lesson. We covered this before, and we should be able to expand the brackets as we need it for grouping symbols. So we start with these two questions. The first question is about solving equation on this form with unknown on each side. This covers solving equations with unknown on each side, and it covers as well multi-step equations. So this covers the two previous learning objectives. And question 2, expand and simplify this bracket and this expression, which covers expanding brackets. You need to pause this video and try hard before you carry on watching the video and checking the answers. Pause, please. Work hard. Okay, welcome back. I hope you've tried hard. For the first question, we get this solution. Yeah, this is the original equation. Quickly, we add 5 to both sides to eliminate the minus 5. So we get 6x, and we add 5 as well here. We get 6. And then we subtract 3x to eliminate it. So we get 6x minus 3x equal 3x. And here, this cancels 0, and we are left with 6. Then we have 3x, 3 times x, so we divide by 3. Don't worry about this scissor. It's just a symbol for dividing. Divide 3 both sides. You get x, and 6 divided by 3 equals 2. That's the solution. You don't need to check here because you are not required to do that. In the second question, expanding, how to expand. Expanding should be done like this. This 3 is multiplied by every single term inside the bracket. So you have two terms, 4x and 5, so, and subtraction between them. So you multiply by 4, multiply by 5, like what you can see here. 3 multiplied by 4x, and 3 multiplied by 5. So 3 times 4x and 3 times 5. That's how you expand. Now, we multiply 3 and 4x, we get 12x. And we multiply 3 and 5, we get 15. And then we simplify minus 15 and 1 to get minus 14. So you get 12x minus x plus 1, which is 12x minus 14. That's it for the starter. Let's start the new topic, a new objective, solving equations with grouping symbols. How do they look like? They look like this equation. The grouping symbol is this bracket. Can you see it? It groups these two elements, the 2x and minus 1. So to solve this equation, I show you how to do that. This is the original equation. Now, the first step, get rid of the grouping symbol by expanding. So we expand this bracket. Okay. So what do you get? 3 times 2x, 6x, and 3 times 1, 3. And the minus, you maintain it. And the minus 2, you maintain it. The second side as it is. Okay. Now simplify. Okay. Simplify just by simplifying minus 3 and minus 2. Together, they add up to minus 5. Okay. Everything else as it is. Now we start solving this. This is a familiar equation now. It's equation with a variable on each side without grouping symbol. So no more grouping symbol, as you can see. So what do? You can add 5 to eliminate the minus 5. So you get 6x equals 3x plus 6. How do we get this 6? It's 1 plus 5 equals 6. Now minus 5 and 5 then cancel, and you get 6x. Now try to simplify it further. Subtract minus 3x. Subtract 3x by doing the opposite, minus 3x. So 6 minus 3x equals 3x, and 3x minus 3x equals 0, and you are left with 6, as you can see. Now this is a one-step equation. So you have a 3 times x, so it's multiplication. Ask yourself, what's the opposite operation of times 3? Divide by 3. Okay, so we have to divide 3x by 3. We get x. And we divide as well the second side by 3. We get 2. Make sure everything you do to the first side, look here, plus 5, plus 5. You do in the first side, you do in the second side. Look here, minus 3x, minus 3x. What you do to the first side, you do to the second side. Now here, divide by 3, you divide by 3. And you get your answer. Okay, now that's solving. We need now to go to the next part of the question, checking. So we check with what? With x equals 2, the solution. Okay, you plug it where? In the original equation. So you write your original equation and you plug and you substitute your x with 2. So this x is going to take the value 2, and this x as well, everywhere. Okay, so you get this. It's the same equation. I've just changed the x with 2. It's like plugging the 2 into the x here. Ask yourself, are they equal or not? Because you're checking. If they're equal, that means it's verified and the solution is accepted. If it's not, then you have to check your work or reject the solution. Now, you carry on calculating. So 2 times 2 is 4, that's all. And 3 times 2 is 6. Next. 4 minus 1 equals 3. That's it. And now 3 times 3 is 9, minus 2 equals 7. 6 plus 1 here is 7. So we do this, we get 7. 7 equals 7. Checked. The solution is accepted and the equation is verified. That's all what you need to do for this type of equations. Now it's your turn to solve this equation. Copy it on your notebook and try it hard, and then come back to see the solution. I have provided you with the previous example here. This is the previous example. Look at it and try to use the ideas to solve this equation. Make sure you pause the video, pause it, try hard, and then come back. See you in a while. Welcome back. I hope you have tried hard. Now we look at the solution. This is the solution. Expand the bracket, 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 3 is 6. Expand the second bracket, minus 3a, and minus 3 times plus 1, minus 3. After you finish with this, you start solving equations with variable in both sides. Get rid of minus 6 with adding 6. So you get only 8a. Here, minus 3 plus 6 is plus 3. Minus 3a maintained. Get rid of minus 3a by adding 3a. So 8a plus 3a is 11a. And here, this cancels with 0, and you get only 3. So equals 3. Now divide by 11, the coefficient of a. When you divide, you get 3 over 11. You don't need to do anything else. I didn't ask you to check, so just solve. This is the end. I hope you have done well. I keep these 2 examples for you, and you are asked to go to the worksheet 2.4, the practice sheet, and try questions 6 to 12. And for those who finish early, this is an extension for you. You do 22 to 26. Thank you for watching.